What's up, you guys? Today we are doing a little different video than usual. We usually make funny videos, but this is actually a serious video. If you guys know, there's like this deportation thing going on about Donald Trump, and the reason we're doing this video is because we know people who are immigrants and aren't from here, and we want to help out those people. And hopefully you guys can share this video with your friends and family who aren't from here, and you guys can get an idea what to do if an ICE officer goes up to you or shows up to your house. Step number 1: if an ICE member goes to your home, do not open the door. ICE cannot come in without a signed warrant by a criminal court judge that can only come in if you let them. Remember that you have rights, and they basically can't just do that to you. Step number 2: remain silent. ICE can't use anything you say against you in your immigration case, so claim your right to remain silent.
¿Cuál canción quieren, compas?
Pues, amor. Hey, güey.
Ay, tu blue.
Hey. Nah, no podemos usar la pistola, nos la van a usar nosotros. Pinches gringos, nomás quédense callados, no nos van a seguir. No pueden entrar. Quédate callado. If anything, you could say I plead the Fifth Amendment and choose to remain silent. Remember that the Fifth Amendment is no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. So remember your rights, because everybody has rights. Even if you're not from here, just know that every person that comes here in the United States has rights automatically. So you're chilling. So yeah. Step number 3: do not sign anything. Don't sign anything ICE gives you without talking to an attorney. So yeah, they have no control over you. You have rights again, so you're chilling. Otra vez. Number 4: report and record. Take pictures and video unless you're on federal government property. Take notes of batch numbers, number of agents, time, type of car, exactly what happened. So let the people know that who took you, who their number, so they can know who the person was and all that. So get all that information from the officer that detained you, so people could know. And there is this hotline that you could call, so you could report immediately. The number is 1-844-363-1423. So remember that number, because it may come in clutch when you need it. And step number 5: fight back. Get a trustworthy attorney and explore all options to fight your case. If detained, you may be able to get bail. Don't give up hope. Join your local team to defend yourself from enforcements. Alright, so you guys can remember this. If ICE agents show up at your door, don't open the door, but be calm. You have rights. Ask what they are there for, and ask for an interpreter if you need one. If they ask to enter, ask if they have a warrant signed by a judge. If so, ask to see it through a window or slip under the door. If they do not have a warrant signed by a judge, you may refuse to let them in. Ask them to leave any information at your door. If they force their way in, don't resist. Tell everyone in the residence to remain silent. If you are arrested, remain silent and do not sign anything until you speak to a lawyer. An ICE administrative warrant form 1-200-1205 does not allow them to enter your home without consent. So listen to all those rules and just be ready if anything happens by next week. Also, these are some places that ICE considers sensitive under its stated policies. The locations that ICE has deemed sensitive are schools, daycares, preschools, primary and secondary schools, colleges and universities, and known school bus stops during periods when school children are present at the stop. Healthcare facilities such as hospitals and doctors' offices, places of worship including synagogues, mosques, and temples, funerals and weddings, and public demonstrations such as marches, rallies, or parades. Note that ICE does not consider a courthouse to be a sensitive location. It is commonplace for ICE to arrest or stop someone outside of a courthouse or even in the courthouse itself. Many states that cities have asked ICE to stop doing this. However, the practice persists. ICE does claim it tries to limit its enforcement actions in family court or small claim courts. The above policy comes with exception. ICE has stated that it will seek to avoid arresting or detaining people at sensitive locations unless so-called exigent. If you guys don't know, ICE plans to raid migrant families starting Sunday. This was mentioned by the Washington Post. It says, days after President Trump announces planned immigration raids, the Washington Post and other new outlets report that ICE plans to target some 2,000 immigrants with assisting orders of deportation. Activists and critics of Trump's immigration policy suggest that actions was a smokescreen for indiscriminate arrest of families. These are some certain areas that ICE agents will target in Miami, Atlanta, Chicago, Baltimore, Denver, Houston, Los Angeles, New Orleans, New York City, and San Francisco for deportation as early as Sunday, source to Miami Herald. And this picture right here is some streets of where people are gonna be. They're gonna be in Sun Valley, Los Angeles, Lancaster, Van Nuys, Sherman Oaks. Apparently this is fake, but just in case if it's real, stay away from these streets because you never know what could happen. Slash paces. And if you live in, just be careful, you guys, because ICE is literally picking up people walking, and they're dressing up as random workers and getting people like off guard. So just be really careful. Remember that you have rights. There's this card that you could give them just in case they stop you. It says, if you are stopped by immigration or the police, hand this card to the officer and remain silent. The card explains that you are exercising your right to refuse to answer any questions until you have talked with a lawyer to immigration or to other officers. Right now, it's the same thing. But, no, I will remain silent and refuse to answer your questions. If I am detained, I have the right to contact an attorney immediately. I refuse to sign anything without advice from an attorney. Thank you. Give them that and you'll be chilling too. So, yeah. And before we go, there is this app that you guys can download. It's called Notification, I think. Deportation Defense. If you guys use this app, you could basically tell people what's going on. If you got detained or something's going on, and it could help you out. So I would suggest you guys to check out this app. And yeah, that's basically all. So please stay safe. And please share this video with a friend, a family who might be scared so they can know what to do if anything happens.
Hey, wake the fuck up. God damn. If you're one of those people that like usually has no idea what's going around when people talk about politics or even when you see the news, wake up. Fucking shit, dude. Like, if everybody didn't know about politics, imagine how stupid everybody would be. Seriously, think about that. Just one smart person could easily become a dictator. Just manipulate you like nothing. Like nothing, really. You'll fall for it like a sheep. You really will. I mean, come on. Expect that dumb people can easily be influenced? Come on, it's gullible as fuck. And like, if you're willfully ignorant, you know that you're not the brightest person on this and you don't want to learn about politics, you're some toxic ass shit. That you're the reason why our world today is fucked, really. Because no one pays attention. Really, no one pays attention. All right, now let's get on with this shit.
Now that we have your attention, I would love to speak about the Mueller report. The Mueller report is the craziest report done on any president of the United States of America, and no one gives a fuck. Seriously, the majority of Americans couldn't care less because hardly anyone would bother to read a 400-page report. You think you're gonna read it? I sure the fuck ain't. We just read a bunch of strong summaries created by true patriots of America. These people care for their country, so they took the time to read and summarize it for the rest of us in order to inform the nation of Trump's schemes and lies.
And the Mueller report, it confirms that the Russians had intervened in our election. Trump had lied and also dodged multiple interviews with none other than the FBI director, James Comey. James Comey was later on fired, and Mueller had to resolve the problems that had been going on. And the report is one of the reasons why Mueller is so credible, because he was basically put in the situation that Comey was to resolve the situation that was going on in our government. What pisses me off the most right now is the fact that the Russians are intervening in our elections. What rights do they have in our elections? It pisses me off the fact that the elections are ours, are for our people, for our citizens. And I hate the fact that there are people always willing to intervene in our elections to drop us down. But why are the Russians intervening in our elections? Well, let's set the stage. The Cold War. The Cold War is one of the main reasons why they are intervening in our election. Back then in the Cold War, the Russians were also known as the Soviet Union, the Soviets. In the 1980s, their government had collapsed, essentially. And they had lost the Cold War, and we had won it. And now they see this opportunity, this open opportunity to strike us down. They will take any opportunity to strike us down the same way we did to them.
But wait, there's more. See, my friend was telling you about how the Russians are coming back, right? Do you know who's driving this? One of your favorite memes, fucking Vladimir Putin. Seriously, it was a KGB agent during the Cold War. He saw his people suffer because the Americans won. Juan wasn't wrong. They starved, and he hated that. You think that doesn't drive vendetta in people? That doesn't cause a deep motivation? Of course, we wouldn't understand, because we won. Putin's upset, I'll tell you that. And he's coming back for round 2. Really is. And he's fucking winning, I'll tell you. Seriously. He understands that corporations here, the rich really, the elite rich, the ultra rich. I'm not talking about your millionaire, your average rapper. Lots of big corporations that are probably gonna hate that this video is gonna come out. Seriously, if they ever find out, if this goes viral, probably gonna even, don't be surprised if we go missing, I'll tell you that. They're really that bad and people don't realize it. Putin sees their greed and sees an opportunity to hijack our country and cripple our economy. These corporations just want to use us like slaves. More money, want us to live short, fast lives, the consumer life, really. They don't want us to live long. They don't want us to be smarter. They don't want us to know anything about this, because then they lose the power they have today. Putin's taking advantage of that. He sees a spot. Oh, the Americans are blind. See, when they cripple our country, there's a spot that they can step in, like nice place. Trump was part of it, but he's been able to lie and cheat. He's told so many lies to the FBI, it's fucking ridiculous. Seriously, and they try to say that that's not a big deal. Are you kidding me? Why are you lying? You're the president of the United States and you're throwing lies that are just coming left and right. You're pulling them out of your ass. What kind of president are you? Fucking worse than Nixon, I'll tell you that. God, at least Nixon was fighting communism. Trump is causing us to lose to the fucking Russians. The reason Mueller never actually got to indict Trump is because the Department of Justice has a policy that doesn't let them, that says you shall not indict a sitting president, someone that's currently in office. He left it up to Congress. All 3 branches of the government are owned from the very top by the Republican Party. Trump is the executive, the president of the United States, Republican. The Congress, the lower house was taken back by the Democrats recently. That shows you we can do something. But the upper house, the strongest house, the one that matters the most, is owned by Republicans. The Supreme Court, the majority are now Republicans. The Republican Party now owns all 3 branches of the government. What the hell does that tell you? You think they're going to do the job and hold the president accountable for his actions? Fuck no. They're all getting paid.
What's up, you guys? Well, this is gonna be the end of the video, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and got to share it with your family, because it's really important if an ICE officer goes to your home, because you should follow all these rules, because there's a really good chance of you not getting deported if you follow all this. And all the information that we just said is really important too. Like, if you're not into politics, well, get into it, because you're really gonna need it. And you guys should really vote this upcoming 2020, because only you can change the world if you vote, because Donald Trump is not gonna make this country any better, and with your vote this country could be even better. And to all you immigrants out there, don't be scared. You guys are gonna be all right. Just follow the steps. And yeah, I want to help you all in the world, so you guys are all chilling. And now I'm gonna pass it to my homie Moises, so he could talk to you guys.
What's up, guys? As you've heard, me and Quiroz a little bit ago, we're discussing all about politics. You might wonder, like, what does that have to do with anything? And it's truly the way it comes down to the immigration thing is, this is just another crisis that Trump creates to cover up what's actually happening in the Mueller report. And people are not paying attention that that's the real problem. That he creates problems like the border problem, or the threat of nuclear war with Iran. It's to get people to not pay attention to what's actually going around in the back scenes. So I'm gonna pass it off to Quiroz if he has any other words to add upon that.
Yeah, my name is Juan Quiroz, and I hope you guys stay woke and start getting into politics. This is very important, and our nation needs your help. You are the people of the United States. This is the land of the free, and things are possible. You could change, you can make a difference, there could be change in this world, but you have to make this change. So I hope you guys vote this upcoming election in 2020 and get this piece of shit out of our office.
Bernie Sanders for the win.
Share this video with your family, leave a like and subscribe. Let's get this video to blow up, because people need to listen to all this. This is very important and facts. So subscribe if you are new, and share this video, especially with your family members. We'll see you all in the next video.
Stay woke.